Hi, welcome to Spyro Ripto's Rage of the Reignited Trilogy. I am Matt.
And I'm Austin.
Boy, I'm so excited to play this game.
Yeah, you were talking about it for months before it came out.
I mean, yeah, I've already beaten it, but it's just such a good game, and every time I think about it, I'm just like, man, I really want to play Spyro.
Yeah, I remember when it first came out, I didn't see it for a week.
Yeah, because I beat Spyro 1 and 2 in a pretty quick succession, because like I'm not too familiar with Spyro 1, and Spyro 2 is my favorite of the trilogy, but I didn't like start going out again until I got to Spyro 3, where I was like, I might take a few breaks.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I remember when the Crash came out, I sat and I played that for about 8 hours straight until my thumbs were legitimately bruised underneath the thumbnails. And I just decided I'm gonna put this down for a few months.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about Alora's new design?
Yeah, I don't get it, personally. Why did they have to go and make people this cute if they're not gonna make them real?
I don't think they have the power to make people real.
Then they need to stop, really. Go back to sprites.
Hunter's design, like, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't like it as much as the original, but looking back, it is an improvement. Like, original Hunter looks weird.
I don't remember the original Hunter because my experience is very basic demo. But basically, yeah, just saw him, and I thought it was funny. He was a very 90s surfer dude. I'm kind of mad that he's not, but...
Yeah, they, like, personality-wise, I do like original Hunter, but, like, design-wise, he's fine.
Yeah. I mean, can tell that Vegeta a little easier now these days.
Yeah, instead of a bunch of polygons like before.
That's my favorite monster. This polygon, that one.
I know we can't hear it that well, but a lot of people have complained about Ripto's performance in, like, his vocal performance in this Reignited trilogy.
They got Ripto himself.
Yeah, they got Ripto himself. No, it is the original voice actor, though.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, and honestly, I think he sounds better in this game than he did in the originals.
I could see that. Like, Wolf in Star Trek, Star Fox, my bad.
Yeah, wrong star.
Star Fox 64. I never really noticed his voice or cared for it much. I thought it was kind of hammy.
Yeah.
But they have the same guy who's always played Wolf, playing Wolf in the new games, and oh my lord, that boy has grown as a voice actor.
Yeah, like, I love Wolf's new voice, especially, like, in that Starlink demo. That's kind of dated, like, that was E3 2018, or was it 2017?
I think it was 2017.
Time flies, like, it's still weird to think, hey, we're living in 2019.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually very lucky. I have not once put 2018 on a piece of paper accidentally.
I think I've only done it once.
I know, it's just, those are the small things I keep track of, including never losing a game of Monopoly in my adult life.
Yeah?
And also not shitting my pants in my adult life. It's a very small list of things.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of them all the same.
I almost got into the bonk counter. I'm actually trying to be somewhat careful not to have a ridiculous bonk counter.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's just more work for us later.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do have a question. I realized that we were talking about things that aren't relevant to Spyro at all. But what are you doing right now?
So Ripto's just like, hey, I'm wrecking this town, but we have Spyro, because they tried to grab Spyro from the portal, because Ripto hates dragons, and he was going to shoot his lasers at Spyro, but then Zoe the fairy decided to try to grab his scepter so he can shoot lasers, and then Gulp ate it. So now he's going to go get a new scepter, while we're trying to rescue all of the worlds from Ripto's monsters.
Okay, so what are we doing right here?
Just saving this world from Ripto's monsters. These little dino boys, they don't belong here. So Spyro's just killing them.
Okay, so Ripto, hates dragons, loves Dino Boys.
Yeah, there's plenty of Dino Boys in Spyro 2. He's kind of a Dino Boy.
Okay, I just think that that's classic racing, really.
I mean,
He's just mad because he doesn't breathe fire. The Dragon Boys get to. Some dinosaurs get to fly. What do you got against that boy? What did he do?
I was trying to jump over him. It didn't work.
He's a minor. You can't do that.
I don't know what profession has to do with this. That's still one of my favorite jokes from Gravity Falls, though. No minors allowed.
My favorite bit of that is still his tattoos that just say which part of his body is tattooed.
Yeah, that's not even the part where you can sequence break in the old game.
Yeah, I always hate it in games when there's a nice object that you should be able to stand on, but its hitbox is round and very much outside of it. I understand why it's so that you can't sequence break it. It's dead only.
You can now use
the
bridge whenever you want, free of charge.
Also, I won't be 100%ing this game, but hopefully, after we get through all this, I will be able to show off Dragon Shores. Because, man, Dragon Shores is fun.
Yeah, I've actually never seen Dragon Shores to any capacity.
Oh, you've never even seen the original Dragon Shores?
No.
It's pretty good.
The most I've seen of Spyro as a whole was just a real quick stream. The original trilogy right before this game came out, and I only watched about 2 hours of it.
Okay.
But it was 8 in the morning, I worked overnights, and I had to go to bed.
So I can end the level here, but I want to get an orb first.
Okay, just talk to that mousy boy, and he'll end the level for you?
Yeah, it will give me the talisman, because apparently I saved them by just getting rid of a few inconveniences.
That's nice of him.
Yeah. I also kind of realized I was thinking of the wrong orb, but so, I'll get this orb. This one's easy.
Okay.
The fly mechanics feel real good in this game.
Yeah, weren't the flight mechanics in Spyro designed by an actual aerospace engineer?
Someone who designed simulations to test, the Air Force.
Spyro has such a weird cast of people working in it.
Yeah.
They have the boy from the police, Commissioner Gordon himself, composed the music for the original one.
Commissioner Gordon is Stuart Copeland?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Gotham gets weird.
Gotham gets weird. But yeah. That wasn't the orb that I was thinking I was getting. I thought I was in Idle Springs, but no. I am in Glimmer, the first level of the game. Who would have figured? Wild.
Also, I'm going to talk about Gotham.
Okay.
And I get it. Gotham wants to take the story wherever it wants to take the story. It is a media that can do that.
Yeah.
But my problem is that it's introducing all of these big boys, like the Riddler.
Yeah.
The League of Assassins, the Joker, for Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, not Batman. Why isn't Commissioner Gordon his own superhero?
That's basically what they turned him into.
Yeah?
And he was fine in the beginning because he was a cop in a very corrupt city who wanted to do well. Except throughout the series, they've shown him to be not any less corrupt than the rest of them. And I'm just, why are we rooting for this boy still? And Bruce is just like, you could be a good man. I believe in you. Also, I'm taking secret ninja training.
Gotham takes place after Bruce's parents die?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought, in the Batman mythos, there was his parents die, and then there's a slight brief period before he goes and trains under Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, so it really depends on what you're talking about. In most main continuities, he doesn't train under Ra's al Ghul.
Okay.
But he does train under excellent assassins.
Okay.
Very minor discrepancy.
I know that he has a connection to Ra's al Ghul with his training, but yeah.
It's mostly from sleeping with his daughter.
Oh, okay. I thought that his connection to Raish was way before Tally was introduced.
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no? Okay.
Once again, it's impossible to keep track of who's related to who in what ways in comic books because they're rewritten way too often.
Okay.
But for the most part, Raish saw Batman and was just like, dude, that dude would make a hell of an heir to the demon. And Tally's just like, yeah, cool, I'll fuck him.
Okay.
And she's just like, yo, dude, that guy in bed, Stella, heir to the demon. And he's just like, yeah, solid, bring him in. And that's most of it.
Oh yeah, I did remember to turn off the motion blur,
What
right?
was I talking about?
You were talking about how Stuart Copeland is Commissioner Gordon, and that got you on this whole tangent about Batman.
Alright, I want to apologize.
Yeah, we're playing Spyro, which has nothing to do with Batman, actually.
That's not even why I'm apologizing. I really don't know how I got here.
Okay. But I remember when I was playing Spyro 1, you asked if I knew that there was a life butterfly at a certain place. This game, they actually do have life butterflies in certain places, but you only get them the once.
Oh, okay.
But they also do just randomly spawn through sheets, just like normal.
Alright, that's good then.
I do kind of miss the Spyro trophies, though, because that's what they had in place of just little glass jars with health butterflies, or the life butterflies.
Yeah. I always really liked those in the demo that I played. Me, personally, I was always a Crash kid. Not really out of choice or personal preference, just out of ownership. And when I say Crash Boy, I mean the third one.
Yeah. Like, as far as my history with Crash and Spyro goes, one of the reasons probably I do like Spyro better is because I played 2 of the games as a child instead of just the 1 and Crash Bash, which doesn't count, really?
No, it doesn't. Because it's just a party game. Is Mario Party a Mario game?
I mean, it depends on who you're asking, in my opinion.
Anyone who's right.
No.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, for the longest time, Mario Party was the only Mario games I played until I played Odyssey.
That's true?
Yeah.
How is that true? I hate Mario games, and I've played a lot of them.
It's probably why you hate them. Like, I'm more or less kind of indifferent towards Mario, but I really did like Mario Odyssey, so...
I really wanted to like it. I just couldn't bring myself to actually sit down and boot it up. I'm just like, if I don't like it, I'm not going to like this game that everyone loves, and I'm not going to get Full Metal Alchemist again.
I mean, that's fair. Just watching people talk about it made me really want to play Mario Odyssey, and I figured I like 3D platformers. One of the reasons I don't really care for a lot of Mario games is because they're basically just 2D platformers. But games like Mario Galaxy looks pretty fun to me. I just never had it. Yeah, there's one bonk. I think I had another bonk earlier if we count the mouse.
Oh, my bad.
Nice.
Game's good.
Game's good. Forgot to do the little flutter because I've been used to playing Spyro 1.
To hover, press the action button during your glide. Make sure to wait.
So yeah, and I got Mario Odyssey for Christmas. I asked for it for Christmas because everyone was talking about it, and it sounded amazing. I thought maybe this will be the one.
Get a walking start. Jump.
Switch.
Yeah. And Doom's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Normally, I don't care for first-person shooters, really. The only one I really played growing up was Halo. And I didn't like most shooters that weren't Halo, so I just assumed I didn't like first-person shooters in general, that was mostly an exception.
Yeah, and for reference, this video is being recorded on April 1st, and I'm still upset about the fact that I saw this really cool fake Switch with UNSC markers on it and all that. I really would love a Halo game on Switch.
That does sound awesome. Honestly, I do want more just Halo stuff in my life. Like, I was at just a place in the mall. I don't remember what it's called, but they had a UNNC backpack that was very military style. It was very clean.
Yeah.
Like, it very clearly wasn't pandering or anything like that. Showing your power level, if you will.
I guess, if you will.
And I really wanted it, but the problem is that this backpack was $80.
Yeah, a lot of novelty stuff's expensive. Another minor difference that's kind of disappointing about the remake is that I feel like Sparks' ability to track and pick up the gems for you is not as good as it was in the original. It's like, if he's chasing a butterfly, he doesn't pick up the gems for you as much, and sometimes he just forgets to do it.
Something I actually think I heard about this. It's because they actually changed it in one of the games.
Okay.
And they did what they did with the Crash and the mobility.
Okay, where they kind of kept it consistent between the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had to get a Sparks upgrade in 3 in order to get him to have a longer range for it.
Mm-hmm. And it would have... If you could play all 3 of them in one sitting, very easily, without even having to change discs.
Yeah.
Wild concept.
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable.
It would be unreasonable for you to go from one game to another and Sparks just wouldn't do it anymore.
I guess. And the fact that, just overall, the grind to 100% Spyro 3 is not as fun as it is in 1 or 2, in my opinion. Probably also just kind of dampers my opinion and makes me think that's not as worth it, really. Because, like, why would you reduce Sparks just so then you could upgrade him later? But
because that's game design.
Did you know that in the Japanese release of Spyro 1, the original, there was a little device that you could put into your PlayStation and play mini-games and unlock other dragonflies that would give you like different health counters and have different ranges on their ability to collect.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah. And I just think that's kind of neat, but it was an exclusively Japanese thing.
They really should have done something more with that, but I guess since that's not a mechanic going on, they couldn't put it in this one.
Yeah. And like, it kinda would be like in Pokemon Soul Silver, how the, it's not is it Pokegear? The little, pedometer that came with, Heart Gold Soul Silver, how that made the game just a little bit more expensive. It would kind of do that again.
Yeah. If I remember, it was only like $10 more expensive. It went from a $60 game to a $70 game.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this isn't actually a $60 game.
Man, this isn't a $60 game.
You're pretty tough.
Which I think
If you ever
is
want a
an
permanent job,
amazing
we've got a
thing.
place
I
for
love
you
the
here.
fact that
But for the moment,
remakes
I
are
want you to
doing
have
that. They're
this
like,
talent.
yeah, you can get this on the PS3.
Yeah, I really wish they would put a lot of the PlayStation 1 classics on the PS4. I really want to play Legend of the Dragoon again.
I really wish they put a lot of the PS1 classics on the PS1 Classic, but that's just me.
Yeah, there's a lot they could have done with the PS1 Classic. We actually managed to sell ours at work recently, so that's nice.
I mean, I thought about getting one when I had any money to my name.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, man, I'm just gonna hang this on a wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be worth it, because I'd love to go back and play the original Persona, but I know all the problems that the American release, or international release, of the original Persona has.
Yeah.
And if I want to play Metal Gear Solid, the original one, I can just plug in my PS3 and play it.
Exactly.
And I can play Tekken 3, which I hear is an amazing fighting game, but I can also play it at half the frames.
Yeah, I don't know why they went with the PAL versions instead of the NTSC versions of a lot of those games.
Because like, that's not a thing anymore either, is it?
For certain games there is still like a PAL difference, but not many games. I forgot if I have to like do a tricky glide. Not really, unless I bonk. I don't really count that as a bonk. He didn't go straight headbutt into it.
Yeah, that was more of a pre-landing.
Yeah, just oops, clip the wing.
Have you ever accidentally landed? That sounds like the best case scenario if you're a pilot.
Yeah. How did I not kill that guy? How did I kill him?
That's what the pilots say.
When he accidentally landed.
Yeah, how are we not dead?
Yeah. For anyone who is watching this that watches JoJo, man, the Notorious Big Art is really cool.
Yeah, Notorious B.I.G. is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the way it consumes things.
Yeah, or how sort of visceral it looks. It doesn't look like a lot of other stands.
Yeah, I hate it. Because I'm fine with, like, Highway Go-Go. That's just feet.
Yeah. But it sort of... It's like very thin feet and it ravels into an actual person, while Notorious B.I.D. is just a thing that eats.
Yeah. It's just a mess that sort of turns into a mess with limbs.
Also, saving grace for the not the PS4s, but like Crash Insane and Spyro Reignited have a bit of loading problems, but the fact that they let you fly around and breathe fire while loading, super nice.
Yeah, I'd say that it's up there with Devil May Cry 3. Being able to beat the shit out of the loading screen.
Spyro?
Yeah.
Would you like to learn to
Like,
swim underwater?
When you get to the
suppose
point
I
where
could
you
teach you.
actually break it, you just
No,
go, like
small
the first time, what the hell?
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an
When you
amazing
jump in the
feeling.
water,
One of the
you
most
use your left
disappointing
stick to
things
move
is
around
I'm
the
so used to
surface.
playing with the
Use
head bash. Because my favorite thing to do, instead of just like diving into the water, is to jump in the air and do the head bash down into the water.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do anything else?
Mm-mm. But you don't unlock the head bash until Winter Tundra, which is kind of weird, but oh well. Because you get to climb the ladders on Autumn Plains, and is this Summer Garden, I think is the name of this homeworld? I only really remember Winter Tundra, to be honest.
Summer place.
Yeah. Either that it's... No, it's definitely Autumn Plains, and like, I think this is the Summer Garden.
Okay.
Or Summer Forest, my bad. If you think about it, aren't forests just public gardens?
No,
Okay, that's fair.
because I believe in gardens something has to be meticulously and purposefully grown, and forests are the exact opposite of that.
Yeah. I hate this level. I was gonna do one of the orbs in Idle Falls. That's the one that I thought I was gonna doing in Glimmer. I'm not gonna do any of the orbs for this one. I'm just gonna get through this level because this is honestly just one of my least favorite levels.
Not like goats.
No, I like goats. It's really the orbs in this level and that really make me not happy.
Sorry about that.
I should be able to open this.
My phone went off. I really hope that you can't hear it.
Last time we really couldn't hear it that much.
That's fair.
But yeah. But these boys are kind of fun. Although,
I love them.
in the original game, since there wasn't much of a fur texture on the PlayStation 1, they were just really round and plump. And it was hilarious. And they made really funny noises if you hit them.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say.
Who needs a key?
Have you ever
when got a
just
child
gone
like
flat?
this?
Yeah, that's what happens to him. It's just how we do.
Just you were in the air, and all of a sudden
Enemies
you
like
lost a
the rats are
dimension.
too big to be charged.
They, like, Crash Bandicoot 3 had so much fun with the death animations. Spyro does have some fun with its getting hurt animations.
Yeah, and it really helps you a game from taking itself too seriously, which I feel will kill any game
Each
that
time you
is
defeat an enemy,
aimed at a large audience.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think you have to worry about Spyro taking itself too seriously, but the Legend of Spyro series does in fact exist.
Yeah.
I liked those as a kid, but kind of looking back on it, it is very grind heavy and not a not well designed game. I just wanted to play anything with Spyro in it. Hey, look what he can do.
Look what I can do.
There's a health.
So when fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it.
I hate it when that happens. Also, don't you hate it when you just kind of struggle to hit a still object?
Yeah, that's my entire life.
Weren't you in martial arts?
Yeah, I was. Hitting those boards is a lot harder than you think.
I guess that's fair.
The kicks are the worst part. Personally, I prefer to cheese them out and use elbow strikes.
Personally, I prefer the air.
Thank you, Boston Falco.
Yeah, it's more of a New York, not a Boston.
That's fair.
Yeah. Just
But-
gotta kill them. And then my life will be complete. I mean, that's literally what it is. Like, this is the only Spyro game that has that spirit mechanic where you have to defeat enough enemies instead of killing them in order to get the level's power-ups.
Yeah, that sounds kind of lame.
I mean, it's fine.
So this is just a jump high.
Yeah, that's just a jump high. A lot of the other levels have really cool power-ups. Like, I especially love the levels that have the flying power-up. I just love any of the orbs that involve flying. Ready for a boss fight?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Is this it?
Yeah, this is it. See? Easy boss. I forgot that that counts.
It was tougher than that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Should I at least show? Nah, I'm not gonna bother with it.
Okay.
There's a hockey mini game. As a kid, I spent a lot of time playing it. As an adult, it just frustrates me.
That's fair. I believe I saw somebody play this hockey mini game, and the way they described it is, if you know what you're doing, it's the easiest thing in the world. But if you aren't sure what to do, it's the worst.
Because the ice mechanics, they don't feel right in this game. It's back in those days when every game struggled with ice mechanics. I don't know why so many games put in ice mechanics.
Also, does that one count? He just killed his friend.
No, unfortunately that does not count towards our spirit number thing.
Because it is confirmed that kills people.
Yeah?
Like, for real, kills them.
At least Yetis. You never know, those monks might be a little sturdier.
That's fair. And, you know, I was thinking, how about we take a break here?
Sounds good. Alright, see you next time.